So today I'm going to give you some life advice. I almost never give life advice because what may work for me may not necessarily work for you. But let's give this a shot. I've noticed that when I wake up, my stomach will tell my brain that it's hungry and it wants to eat something. That makes sense. It's been about 7 hours. You probably think that you're hungry, you need something in your belly. However, I've also noticed that when I have some coffee or tea, something with caffeine, within about an hour after waking up, I've got to go to the bathroom. And you'll see that I haven't necessarily flushed out the previous days or the previous nights, stuff. And, victuals, and so on and so forth. And so that's something you want to think about. A lot of people will say, well, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is have a healthy breakfast. I think as you get older, you no longer need all that, all those nutrients and all that protein to grow. What I think happens is that your brain somehow loses its connection with the intestines. And so, especially for someone like me, who watches movies and sleeps late at night, if I happen to see a good series, like Disney's got some interesting stuff right now, including The Old Man. But anyway, ultimately, I will notice that if I just take a break, drink a cup of tea, and wait, after that, I will get a second hunger pang, a second hunger signal that is far more accurate than my first one. That's really the only life advice I have. Because everything else, if you notice, all these studies that say things like have breakfast in the morning, don't skip a meal, and so on and so forth, all those are based probably on an aggregate of data. And we haven't quite figured out, especially in the United States, where we have segregation, we've had racial segregation for quite some time. And also because of immigrants, we've got a very diverse DNA profile. We haven't quite figured out if what works for X population also works for Y population. And what I think is going to happen, right now, the advances in medicine are precisely designed to try to figure out someone's DNA profile and then try to ascertain the best drug delivery or the best treatment plan for that DNA program. That's really good. That would, if it's successful, it would actually overcome race, and we'd probably be discriminating against each other on the basis of things we can't see, such as a DNA profile. That's probably the future, quote unquote, progress. But for now, the key piece of advice I can give you is simply just to listen to your body. If you're a data geek like me, you've also got to see past the numbers. Because again, the numbers, especially in medicine, are not necessarily accurate for you. Anyway, second thing is try something new, even if it looks a little bit strange. This is the best tea I've had in a long time. It's just normal, it's not like branded by any major company, and it's incredible. And I've only seen it in Malaysia. So travel, because you never know when the best of something might be around the corner or perhaps somewhere halfway across the world. And if you don't travel, you'll never see it.